Good evening, children. Today we shall begin with a new chapter, that is organic compounds containing nitrogen. Besides oxygen and halogen, nitrogen is also one of the important element in the organic compounds, right? So organic compounds containing nitrogen, there are amino acids, proteins, etc. Okay, some important functional groups which contain nitrogen, what are they? For example, cyanides. By this time you must have learned few of the names of those groups which contain nitrogen. Cyanides means this is their general formula. Okay, then even isocyanides. How do we write isocyanides? Okay, isocyanides are written like this. Okay, then even cyanates, how are they written? They are written like this: O, then single bond, then triple bond, and N. I hope this is clear. This is a triple bond. Okay, then isocyanates. How do we write isocyanates? Isocyanates are written like this: N double bond C double bond O. Okay, nitro compounds. How are nitro compounds written? Nitro compounds are written like this: N double bond O and O. Okay, then amines. This is what we are going to study in this chapter. Amines could be written as RNH2, or they can also be written as RNHR or R, N, R and R. They are of three types: primary, secondary and tertiary. Or even if you remember the diazonium salts, they also contain nitrogen. So how are they written? Okay, so these are some of the functional groups which contain nitrogen. We shall now begin with the amines. Okay, this is important in your chapter. Let's begin with the amines. Amines are what? They are organic compounds which are derived from ammonia, right? If we replace one hydrogen from an alkyl group or from your aryl group, we derive this amines. For example, let's take this general formula RNH2. As I told you over here, one hydrogen group is removed and thus we form the primary amine. Okay, similarly we also form the secondary amine. If one more hydrogen, see NH2, one more hydrogen is removed and you add one alkyl or aryl group. Or maybe when two hydrogen atoms are removed, then we form the tertiary amines. Okay, is this clear? Now, they are present as proteins, as amino acids and also as hormones, and thus they are also called as molecules of life. Clear? Synthetically, they are present in the polymers, even in the medicines, in the dyes. Some of the example of medicines where they are found, like for example, Novocaine, right? Novocaine. Where is this Novocaine used? It is used as an anesthetic drug by the dentists, right? Then if you have heard this name, Benadryl. Okay, this is what? It is a antihistamine drug and it contains tertiary amino group, right? For example, your diazonium salts, they are also form aromatic compounds and they even helpful in preparing dyes. Now coming to the structure of amines. Structure of amines, right? To understand the structure of amines, first let us calculate the hybridization. And what I'm going to write over here, you will look for the bond pair and the lone pair over here. Look for the bond pair over here. Instead of writing here, look for the bond pair and the lone pair over here. If I write it down like this, nitrogen has a lone pair, correct? So how many bond pairs it has? It has 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair, and 3 bond pairs. Look over here. Here also it has three bond pairs and 1 lone pair. Over here again you will see 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair. Clear? So what did you see? Observe over here that nitrogen is the central atom and it makes 3 bond pairs and 1 lone pair in each case. Thus total what does it become? Total becomes 3 plus 1, which is 4. Therefore it shows what kind of hybridization? sp3 hybridization. So over here, if nitrogen here is showing you sp3 hybridization, then what should be the structure? It should show a tetrahedral structure. But if 1 lone pair is present over here, then it is not going to show the tetrahedral structure. What structure is it going to show? It is going to show you the pyramidal structure. Right? What is the structure of amines? It shows pyramidal structure. And over here the lone pair is not included in the geometry. So let us look at the figure, like what I was trying to explain you over here. Like this is your nitrogen, this is your hydrogen, and hydrogen. This is also showing you sp3 hybridization. sp3 hybridization is shown here, sp3 hybridization is shown over here, and your sp3 hybridization is shown over here also, and this is not included. Okay, so what is the angle that is formed over here? Originally the the tetrahedral structure shows 109 degree 28 minute angle, but because of the presence of this lone pair, what is it going to show? The angle that it is going to form, angle formed will be of how much? It will be 108 degree. Clear? Structure I have already shown you, hybridization I have told you, and thus the molecule it possesses chirality. What does it possess? It possesses chirality. Is this clear to all of you? Now let us go to the classification. Classification of amines. Classification of amines. Right? So they are classified into 3 types. What are they? Primary amine, secondary amine, and the tertiary amine. Right? When one hydrogen atom is replaced by an alkyl group, then it is called as an aliphatic amine. Look over here. For example, I am using this. This is your primary amine I am talking about. Okay. Firstly, I am talking about, okay, let me write this first. Firstly, I am talking about 1 degree amine, or what I am speaking is about your primary amine. So when one hydrogen is removed, when one hydrogen from NH3, one hydrogen has been removed by this alkyl group, then it is called as an aliphatic group. For example, your CH3NH2, right? And if one hydrogen is replaced by the aryl group, then it becomes your aromatic compound. Like for example, then C6H5NH2. This becomes your okay, aromatic amine. Now let's talk about 2 degree amine. In 2 degree amine, obviously 2 hydrogen atoms are replaced. So look over here, your general formula is RNHR. Okay, so over here, if we take an example like CH3NHCH3, okay, or for your aryl or aromatic amine, I can take C6H5NHC6H5. Now remember, when both the R's, right, or both the aryls, they are same group, then it is called as a simple amine. Then it is termed as a simple amine. But if one of the R's is different, okay, then it will be termed as a mixed amine. For example, over here if I take CH3NH C2H5, this is called as mixed amine. This will be termed as mixed amine. Okay. Now coming to the tertiary amine, 3-degree amine. Let's understand this also. Over here 3 atoms are replaced, then by alkyl group, then it is going to form, this will be your general formula. For example, it could be like CH3NCH3CH3. Okay, then this is termed as a simple amine, simple tertiary amine. Okay, similarly for your aryl group, it can be like C6H5N C6H5 C6H5. What are these two? These two are simple amine, simple tertiary amines. Okay, is this clear? But if I have to get a mixed amine, it could be something like this, like CH3N CH3 this could be C2H5. Then this is termed as your mixed tertiary amine. Right? Is the classification clear to all? Next we come to quaternary amines also. Now what are quaternary amines? The fourth kind. This was the third kind. First type. This was the second type. This was the third type of classification. I am coming to the fourth type of classification. What is this? What did I say? It is called as quaternary amines. Now what do I mean by quaternary amines? When all 4 hydrogen atoms of the ammonium, they are replaced by an alkyl or an aryl group, then they are termed as quaternary amines. Their general formula will be like this: R4N plus X minus. Look at the structure. N, R4 means R, R, R and R. Okay, this is plus and X is this minus. Clear? Example. Take an example like N CH3 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 CH3, and this could be, this is what? This is your quaternary amine. So with this we finish off with the classification of amines. What did I tell you? The structure of amines, it is pyramidal, it forms 108 degrees and it has, the molecule possesses chirality. Then classification, they are of 4 types: primary, secondary, tertiary, and the fourth one is your quaternary amine. In primary, only 1 hydrogen is removed. In your secondary, 2 hydrogen atoms when removed, they could form a simple or a mixed amine. In your tertiary amine, 3 hydrogen atoms are removed. Here also you form a simple and a mixed tertiary amine. And fourthly, when all 4 hydrogen atoms are removed, then you form a quaternary amine. Next we move to the nomenclature. Let us begin with the nomenclature. Nomenclature of amines. Nomenclature. Okay, so here we are going to study either the common names and the IUPAC names. Okay, firstly for primary amines. Let us talk about the primary amines over here. So let's take an example like RNH2 over here. So the common name, how will we write? We will write alkyl amine. Okay, and your IUPAC name we are going to write as alkane amine. Okay, lay emphasis to your alkane, the meth, an and amine, right? For example, as I told you, let's take one example, then you will understand, like CH3NH2. Okay, this is your aliphatic amine. So what is the common name? Common name of it is, alkyl group is what? Meth. So methyl amine will be its common name. But if we talk about its IUPAC name, what will be the IUPAC name? Meth, METHAN, okay, and amine. Is this clear now? Let's talk about one aromatic amine like C6H5NH2. Okay, then the common name over here will be your benzyl amine. It will be your benzyl amine, right? Then it can also be called as phenyl. This is C6H5, no? So it can be called as phenylamine, or you can also call it as aniline. This is also termed as aniline. And what will be the IUPAC name of this? The IUPAC name will be what? Benzene amine. Okay, benzamine, or it can also be called as aniline as its IUPAC name also. Then coming to, this was your primary. Now for your secondary amines. Look how to give name to your secondary amine. For example, let's take a general formula NHR. Okay, so this will be your chain. Here you can form a chain, and this is your substituted group. This is your substituted group. Clear? Now, what will be the common name over here then? Because two alkyl groups are used, so we use the word dialkyl amine. This can be the name, or we can also call it as N-alkyl aminoalkane, right? Then IUPAC name. Let's see how to write down the IUPAC name. IUPAC name given to it will be N-alkyl alkane, the name of the alkane, and then amine. Let's come to one example. First, if you remember, in secondary amine we had mixed amine and simple amine, remember? So let's first take an example of a simple amine, and then we will talk about mixed amine. First, simple amine. Let's take an example like CH3NH So the common name, go ahead with it. What is this? Dimethyl amine. Fine. This is clear. Then it can also be written as N. What is there? Methyl is there. Alkyl group is methyl amino. And which alkane is there? Methane. So methane. So its common name could be dimethylamine or N-methylamino-methane. And what about its IUPAC name? IUPAC name, what did I tell you? N-alkyl alkane amine. So it becomes N. What is the alkyl group here? Methyl. N-methyl. What is the alkane group here? Methane. This is your methane. So methane and amine. Methane, amine. Clear? Is this clear to all of you? Then let's talk about mixed amine. I continue over here. We go up there for mixed amine. For mixed amine, let's take an example like CH3NHC2H5. Okay, let's see the common name. Common name will be, go back, what is the common name? Now here you cannot use the word di because both the alkyl groups are different. So simply first the alphabetical order. In common name, first we use the alphabetical. Here it is methane, methyl group, and here it is ethyl group. So ethyl then methyl amine. This could be one way to write. Another way to write could be N as it is given, methyl amino ethane. Okay, amino ethane. This is also one of the way to write down the common name. Then its IUPAC name. IUPAC name will be what? N-methyl, then ethane amine. Right? This is how we write down the IUPAC name and the common name for the mixed amine. Now let's talk about for tertiary amine. Okay, for tertiary amine, what is your general formula? This is your general formula. Correct? Over here, if you see, these two are your substituted group. Okay, this is your substituted group, and here you can attach the, this is the chain. Right? So then your common name becomes what? Your common name will be your trialkyl amine. This could be one way to write, or this can also be written as, now NN is there, so NN dialkyl amino alkane. Okay, so NN dialkyl, this is the substituted group, so these two will be the same alkyl, then amino, and then you write down the name of the chain over here as alkane. And for your IUPAC naming, how it can be written? It can be written as NN dialkyl alkane amine. Followed? So let's take example over here. Firstly, again with a simple amine. Let's take a simple amine, for example CH3NCH3CH3. Now let's write about its common name. Common name, what it will be? Now look at this, trialkylamine. Trialkyl means trimethyl, right? So trimethyl amine. It can also be written as, or it can also be written as NN dialkyl. Which alkyl? Dialkyl. So dimethyl, then amino alkane. Which alkane? Methane. Okay, so this could be the common name. What will be the IUPAC name of this? IUPAC name of this? IUPAC name is NN dialkyl alkane amine. So we write NN di. What is the alkyl group over here? Dialkyl, dimethyl. Right? Alkane. Which alkane is there? Meth is there. Methane and amine. This is the IUPAC name of this particular structure, which is your simple tertiary amine. Now I'm going to talk about your mixed tertiary amine. Mixed tertiary amine, let's take an example. Let's take an example over here, CH3NCH3. Can you see over here? C2H5. Okay. Now let's take the common name of this. How do we write down the common name? It will be, this is the substituted group and this is the chain. Right. So we write dimethyl ethyl amine. Okay. This could also be written as NN dimethyl amino, what is this? Ethane. aminoethane. Okay, then how do we write down the IUPAC name to it? IUPAC name of it will be NN. How did we write IUPAC name? NN. Okay, dimethyl, because this is dimethyl. NN dimethyl. Then what are you going to write? Ethane amine. Clear? So this is how we give the common name and the IUPAC name to the primary, secondary and to the tertiary amines. Now coming to the next one, that is the aromatic compounds. This was about aliphatic compounds. How do we give the names to aromatic compounds is what we are going to study next. Let us now begin with the nomenclature for aromatic compounds or aromatic amines. Okay, so coming with the first, a very simple figure, that is this. What do we call this as? This is also written as C6H5NH2. So let's begin with the common name of it. What will be the common name? Benzyl amine. Okay, it could also be called as aniline, right? And because it is phenyl amine, so it can also be called as phenylamine. Phenylamine. Clear? Let's take another example. This structure NH2Br. So what will be the common name of it? Okay, I forgot to write down the IUPAC. IUPAC name for this will also be aniline. This is an IUPAC name also, and it can also be called as benzene amine. Okay, benzamine. Then next to this figure, what was the position of bromine at para position? Common name of this structure, because at para position we have bromine, so it can be written as para or P bromo aniline. Followed. Then its IUPAC name. The IUPAC name could be 4. Now in IUPAC we do not write bromo ortho. Okay, so the position of bromine will be written as 4 bromo aniline. This can be written, or it can also be written as 4 bromo benzamine. Okay, benzamine to which 4 bromo has been added. Okay, let's take another example. This structure, this is NCH3 whole twice. What is the common name of this? The common name of this will be NN dimethyl aniline. Okay, and the IUPAC name of it could be NN dimethyl benzamine. Okay, then look at another example. If we take this structure, this could be NH2, this is CH3. Okay, so what is the position of NH2? First place, and this is the second place. So how do we write down the common name to it? The common name to it could be written as, at second place you have the methyl group, so 2-methyl aniline could be its name, or it could also be written as, at ortho place we have this, no, so it can be written as O-tolidine, TOULIDINE, right? Then what about the IUPAC name of this? The IUPAC name, at second place we have methyl group, so we write 2-methyl benzamine, right? I hope till now it has become very clear how to write down their names. And one last example for today could be this. This is your aryl alkyl amine. Okay, a mixture of alkyl as well as your aryl group. CH2, CH2, NH2. Now look over here. This is the first carbon place. This is the second carbon place. Or in other words, I can say this is the alpha and this is the beta place. So the common name to it will be 2-phenyl aminoethane. Okay, what did I write? 2-phenyl aminoethane, and it can also be written as what? Beta, to beta place it is attached, beta phenyl ethyl amine. This could also be its common name. Then what about the IUPAC name? IUPAC name of it could be 2-phenyl ethane amine. Right? So over here we finish off with the classification and nomenclature of your amines, and next video I'm going to begin with the preparation of the amines. Thank you.